Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to be driving the full Grand Prix in Austria. Alright, so it's going to be a full 100% race. I'm not sure if I'm going to manage to be able to do the entire thing, but we'll give it our best shot. Alright, without further ado, actually we've got a load of R&D, we might as well. Right, let's go ahead to the right. 71 laps at Austria. Right, looks like it's going to be raining, so we're going to start on a set of softs, even though we can't. It's not letting us change to. Interesting, we can't choose a set of intermediate tyres, so it looks like we're going to have to start with softs.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Let the noise get back and forth. Right, good start. Looks like everyone else is sitting ducks. Go off the line, we're up into P1. That's a very good start for us. Now, if everyone else, depending on what the weather's going to be like, depends on whether we should box. If the weather gets much worse, we'll move on to box instead of intermediates, or even wets. Roll as we lose it.
Superb parking there, mate.
Okay,
let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
I'm going to box to a set of
Keep an eye on the
intermediates.
lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Alright, good start, we're up to P2. Now, we need to work out whether we should be boxing for intermediates. I'm guessing that we're going to be boxing soon for intermediates, because it doesn't look like the weather's going to get any better. I think that would be a good idea to box for intermediates. Teammates just set the fastest lap. Good stuff.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button.
Use a bit of ERS. As we get a bit of floor damage. Collision with our teammates. Not ideal. Looks like everyone else is still out on slicks, so for the time being we're going to be staying on slicks.
Serious at the moment, just be careful.
Just set the fastest lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Doesn't look like anyone's boxing yet, which is surprising given that it's still quite damp.
Accumulating somewhere on the MGUK.
Doesn't look like anyone else is boxing for softs. So for the time being we're going to stay out on slicks by the looks of it. Unless everyone else boxes, we'll stay out on slicks as we go on to lap 4.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.5 seconds.
Oh no, we've lost it. Luckily we made a quick recovery. Down to P5. Oh, well, it's got to be time for boxing here.
Still regain the position.
No, no one's boxing. Alright, we'll stay out. I'm a fan of it. If everyone else boxes, then we boxes. But looks like no one else is boxing, so we'll stay out.
The body's taken a little damage, just watch out for it.
Looks like the track's starting to dry up. As we almost lose it again. P5, that's not too bad, but considering our start, that's a little disappointing. Tyres still feel good. Rears are on 14% wear, so we could definitely get at least 20 laps on this softs. And the track's starting to dry out, which is good. We're still losing, sliding over the place. We have got slight underfloor damage, which is going to affect the handling of the car. Just set the fastest lap. On to lap 7. Use a bit of ERS. See if we can try and overtake the sides, catch up to this little trio in front. The Pipeline Formula 1 Challenger is mighty. Up to P2. George Russell's 3.3 seconds in front, 3.4 seconds. It's a marathon, not sprint. We've got to do 71 laps. And these tyres are going to last at least a good 15-20 laps. We're going to be doing a one stop. We're going to be boxing to silver hards on about lap 20. Around lap 20. As we go off track again. Russell 3.6 seconds ahead. Right, rears are on 21% wear. Make sure we didn't lose that back end. That's probably due to our underfloor damage that we're sometimes losing the rear end. Use a bit of ERS. Remember, we've got to pace ourselves 71 lap race. Tyres are still feeling pretty good. Rears are on 23%. On to lap 12. Tyres are still feeling pretty good. Use some more ERS. Use some more ERS. Just set the fastest lap. On to lap 13. Teammates in fourth, good stuff all around. Struggling to catch up to Russell though. 1.8 seconds to Russell. He's setting on the fastest lap. Car's obviously getting lighter. Got DRS on Russell. front wing damage, we're going to have to repair that when we box for hards. That's definitely going to slow us down, that front wing damage. But we'll have to get it repaired in the pits when we change for hards. Doesn't seem to impact our car too much, but doesn't help that we're planning to do a one-stop. See there, I can feel the understeer through that corner. We've still got a 3-second lead on Russell though, so we're still maintaining a good distance. So we're thinking of coming in between lap 20 and 25 for any set of hards. And those hards should last us to the end of the race. So we need to get these softs to last at least 20 to 25 laps. Which is going to be more difficult now that we've got minor front wing damage. But we can do the best we can work with, what we've got to work with. 3 seconds to Science, who's in P2. Teammates pitting. You know what, I reckon we can go a few more laps on these softs. We're going to have to if we want our hearts to last the end of the race. Right, so we're thinking of coming in on about lap 25. Still got a 3-second lead to, well, 2.9 second lead to Science in second. Tyre's still feeling good. I'd say that one has just lost it. Alright, we're going to be boxing this lap.
Hitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
I'm not sure if Science is pitted yet. He's on medium, so he won't be pitting for a little bit. As we brake a bit too late. Luckily we don't lose the position. Into the pits we go. Got to get our front wing replaced, and we're going to be going on to a set of hards.
Okay, mate, that's
7.5 seconds pit stop, not too bad considering we have to change our wing.
nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Down to P8. It's not too bad. Now on a set of hards. work to do to catch up the pack in front. Ocon's currently 5.4 seconds front. We've got to get these cars to last the rest of the race. .47 laps. 46 laps. 46 laps. Would I get these to last 46 laps? Actually, sorry, 56 laps. These are going to last 56 laps. These tyres. We might have to box to another set of softs towards the end. We'll see how these cars do. We had to box earlier. We could have probably got those softs to last till around lap 30, but due to the front wing damage, I thought it was best to box earlier. Because that front wing was going to get us slow, it was going to slow us down in the long run. Bit of oversteer there, oversteer movement. Let's use some ERS. Ocon 3.2 seconds. Let's see if we can narrow down. As we almost cock up that corner. Four laps to go. The car's feeling very good. Oh, we almost hit the bollard barrier, so we'll make sure we don't do that next time. Don't want to get into the habit of getting too close to that pit barrier, pit wall, whatever you want to call it. Let's focus on overtaking Ocon for the time being. That's Honda power for you. Make sure we don't brake too late at that corner so we don't go off. Still feeling warmed up. These tyres have got to do us 43 laps. Teammates ahead, just set the fastest lap on these new tyres, and the car's getting slightly lighter now. .8 seconds to teammate from front. Maybe we can get team orders to let me through. Use some ERS. We're about halfway through, well, we're just under halfway through the race. Teammates on softs, I'm not sure if there is first or not. If there is, if his teammate's still on his first set of softs, he needs to box ASAP. His tyres must be kind of on the edge if they're on his first set of softs. Mind you, he might have boxed from mediums, I'm not sure. We might be doing. Yep, teammates now boxing. He's gone 31 laps on a set of softs, which is quite audacious. Clerk's ahead. Looks like he's still on his first set of mediums. As we almost collide with Leclerc. Up into P4, Verstappen ahead, 3.8 seconds. On to lap 33. Just under halfway.
3.6 seconds.
Tyres are still feeling good. In fact, the fronts are only on 6% wear. Got plenty got 37 knots to go. And these hearts have got to try and last us to the end. We have got minor under 4 damage, but that shouldn't affect us too much. It might affect the kind of downfalls, but it's very, very minor damage. In fact, I'm not really sure what the under 4 damage affects. It must be some kind of downforce.
Okay, so leading our teammate by 28.4 seconds.
That's been great 2 minutes.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Back to P3. Verstappen's 5.8 seconds ahead.
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Drivers just moved into first place.
Up to P2. Verstappen is now 6.7 seconds ahead. That collision is going to cost us time. We're now down to P3. So it's 7 seconds ahead. get overtaken by Perez. Come on, Pigram Racing, let's get back to position. We want that podium finish.
You've got damage to the rear wing. Expect some slight impact on performance. Okay, push. Gap to the car ahead. 4.9 seconds. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 8.7 seconds.
Sorry, I've gone a bit quiet, I'm just focusing. We're back up to P3, Science is 9.7 seconds ahead.
0 seconds.
There's 2 laps to go.
Watch that rear wing, you're taking some slight damage.
If we can hold on to P3, that would be marvellous. I feel like we always take that last corner too slow. We always try and take it quickly, but then kind of go out wide, so we slow down unnecessarily. Alright, we've been... We've got a blue flag to overtake Hulkenberg. Thank you, Hulkenberg.
Damage to the rear wing, you've got damage to your rear wing.
.30 laps to go. Tyres are still feeling good. Science 8.9 seconds ahead.
trailing the car ahead by 8.6 seconds.
Stopping's fitted. Just sets of parts.
The energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
There you go. Thanks so much. Looks like we've got rear wing damage, so or DRS. Fighting Paris for a few seconds.
Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. You're going to receive a penalty.
Down to P4 after that little spin. Not sure what's happened to our rear wing.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.3 seconds.
Back to P5. Two laps to go. Tyres, rears are on 27%, so still looking good. Norris 2.5 seconds ahead. So use some ERS. As we get overtaken by our teammates are going to let us by. As we move up to P4, camera 16 seconds ahead. Also on a set of hards. 20 laps to go. As we brake a bit too late on the corner on turn 2. Safety car for that small collision.
Loose debris on the track. Safety car is being deployed.
Yeah. Everyone's boxing because of the safety car. Onto a fresh set of softs.
Faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Right, let's... Drive-through penalty. You've got a drive-through penalty.
Okay, for some reason it's decided to put us instead of it's just put on instead of doing drive-through. It's for some reason else. It's instead of we'll just not do the drive-through and get a penalty at the end. We've now been put on another set of slightly used softs, which are on our lips are at 10% already, so it's not ideal. Mind you, we've only got 17 laps to go, so should be fine. Now we're just going to catch the safety car. almost caught the safety car. Mind you, the safety car is in this lap.
When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Alright, we're back to racing.
Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You can't cede that position or will receive a penalty. Caution, caution. Okay, clear.
Alright, up to P10. Now we still have our drive-through penalty, but I'm not sure how we do that, so we're just going to ignore that and get like a 10-second penalty at the end. Okay, we're going to have to serve our drive-through penalty right now. It's very unfortunate, I'm not sure how we even got the drive-through penalty. Now it's out of the way, we've got 14 laps to get back to the front of the pack.
The car ahead is 2.2 seconds. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
10 seconds, 9 seconds to R1. Just set the fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
12 laps to go.
Our gap to the current front is 9.2
7.8 seconds to L1. Coming up to some back markers. Five seconds to L1. Three seconds to Ricardo. Up to P15.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
P14. P10 in the points. Nine laps to go. .6 seconds to Ocon. Tyres still alright.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain.
Safety car's out. Not sure there's any point boxing. To tyres.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative. which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Caught the safety car. Hopefully the safety car will be in this lap. 6 laps to go.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. Remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Right, early flags over, back to racing. See if we can do some overtaking. Up to P7. Up to P5, teammate in front. up to P4. Verstappen's ahead, 1.7 seconds, 2.3. Use a bit of ERS. Only 4 laps left of the race. Into third position. Just over 3 laps to go. On to lap 69. Hamilton's 3.9 seconds ahead. I mean, if we can hold on to P3, that'll be amazing. As we screw up turn 1, turn 2. 3.5 seconds to Hamilton.
Ferrari drivers just completed a pass for the leader race.
.1 seconds. Almost screwed up that turn 2 again. It's a difficult corner, that turn 2.
Yellow flag. Okay, clear.
And on to the final lap of the race.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. The Mercedes drivers just moved into first place.
Looks like we're going to be finishing P3, which is a podium result. Teammates going to be finishing P5, so good all-round race for Python Racing. And onto the final straight.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
And across the line.
Yes, mate, I cannot complain about that one. That was an excellent drive. Well done.
P3, I'll take P3. P3 is a good finish. Driver of the day, Lewis Hamilton.
Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think we've chalked this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part.
Lewis Hamilton takes the crown, followed by Carlos Sainz, and then there's me, Oliver, for P3. Drink that champagne, baby. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. That's position 3 and 4 for Python Racing. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching this race, and I'll see you in the next